Yes, it's Thursday. It's another thankful Thursday. Health, strength, and your ability to create wealth. What are you thankful for? This Thursday, I'm thankful for mental health. Yes, it is June, and in the month of June, it is, I want to say, Title Lord. It's a time that they bring awareness for men's mental health. It's a state of where a person can actually take on unexpected events when it comes to stress, when it comes to different things that go on in life. I want to get right off the top, and I want to get it over with and let everybody know that I'm not a trained psychologist or in anything when it comes to mental health, but I can say that I have been on this earth more than 40 years, and I've had, my string of having to deal with mental health challenges, unexpected events, things that may go wrong, and we all do, whether we like to admit it or not. Sometimes you feel low, sometimes you feel depressed, or sometimes you feel as though things aren't going well for you. And I would just like to share with you, especially men, some things that have been able to keep me on the path to whereas I'm directed to whereas I don't give up, whereas I don't just throw in the chips and throw in the towels. There has been some situations whereas you yourself, you're gonna have to find a way to just walk away, leave the table and go somewhere else and start all over again. And whether it may be relationships, may it be finances, your job, whether it may be, you giving up on a business idea to start somewhere else. And it comes to the point where as I feel as though when it comes down to your mental health, you need to protect it, but also you need to realize that the state that it's in first. When you realize that the state that your mental health is in, you realize that it all depends on you. Regardless of what is going on around you, you have to take accountability for what is happening inside of you. And there may be things that go wrong. The refrigerator may go bad. You might lose 3 tires on your car in one day. You may find out that your kids are acting out in school, but these are some things that are happening externally to you. One of the things you're going to have to realize is that you're in control on how you respond to those situations. Sometimes those situations are going to come up over and repeatedly, and you're going to have to learn to put mechanisms in place, put plans in place to actually deal with it. And that's exactly what I want to help you with, is that one of the things I realize that a lot of young men are struggling with, young and older men, is like, what's the goal for your life? What is the goal? What are you trying to achieve? What are you trying to get? And when you use the word goal, a lot of people start to think about money. They start to think of things they can acquire. They start to think about all of these things, except of, you just may want to have a nice career, whereas you can see yourself making promotions and you're learning more and you're growing. You want to have a family where they're progressing. When I say progressing, you see they're hitting milestones, they're graduating from school. You're able to look back and say, hey, we can enjoy each other's company. You have relationships that go on within your family. That might just be your goal. And guess what? That's fine for you. And if that is your goal and you start to realize that is your goal, what are you doing to work your way to that goal? All right, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So the next step is, once you have a goal, of course, you got to put some plans in place. So if you're building relationships, the best way to build relationships is time and communication. If you're building your finances, you need to structure it. You need to have your budgets in place. All of these things start to protect you from when things start to go wrong or unexpected things happen, because you know what the goal is, you know what the plan is. I like to make this analogy that if you're training for a marathon, or if you're training for anything, or you're doing anything in life and you have a goal, that goal dictates the plans for your life. If you know that you have to get up at 5 a.m. in the morning, it's highly unlikely that you're going to stay out partying until 1 o'clock in the morning, because the 5 a.m. run is going to be a struggle if you make it, if you hear the alarm. So what you do is you structure your life to whereas you say, I got to get enough rest so I can make this run in the morning. All things that are worth having is going to take work. All right, it's going to take labor. One of the most beautiful joys parents get to share is bringing a new life inside of the world. And they do that because the lady is able to actually carry a baby inside of her for 9 months, and then there's labor. She has to go through that point of labor to push that baby out. And regardless of what it is in all aspects of your life, you're going to realize when a farmer wants to reap something, he has to sow, he has to till the soil, he has to make sure that it's getting proper nutrients. It takes labor. Your goals and your plans, they're going to take labor as you execute them. Don't take it for granted. You may be on your back now, but once you're on your back, look at the stars and you can see exactly what you can do and where you can arise to. So get back up on your feet and start to make waves as you work on your plans towards your goal. Remember, you can have the life you want. It's just up to you to create it. Go out there and create your life.